In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up the Xiaomi 15 Ultra photography kit grip for a pro-level shooting experience and reveal the best custom settings to maximize performance so you can unlock the full potential of your camera. The camera grip includes a built-in 2000 mAh battery which can be used to charge your phone to extend shoot times, and the first thing you'll want to do with your grip is to fully charge it. Start by connecting it to your charger via USB-C. During the charging, the LED is red and will change to green when fully charged. Once fully charged, connect your grip to your phone by sliding the phone gently all the way in and then click to lock it in place. When the lock is engaged, you will see the red indicator and will be unable to remove the grip. When unlocked, you'll see silver and it's easy to remove. After connecting the grip to your phone, the professional camera grip system pop-up will appear, showing you your current phone charge as well as your grip charge. To configure your grip with the 15 Ultra, tap on Settings. If you accidentally dismiss this pop-up, you can find the camera grip settings under the System Settings, Camera Grip. The first thing you should do is upgrade your grip's firmware should an update be available. While recording this tutorial, a new update was released, and next to Update Firmware, just tap the Update button and wait. It takes a couple of minutes to apply, so be patient. This particular update resolved a disconnection issue I was having with the grip, so definitely ensure you apply any available updates. If the update button is missing, then your grip is fully up to date. Next, let's configure our grip's charging settings. By default, it's set to emergency, which means your grip will not charge your phone until the battery level reaches a set threshold, with the default being 20%. But you can choose anywhere from 50% to 20%. Your grip can deliver about 30% of a full charge to your phone, as it is a much smaller battery, so I prefer to leave this set to emergency at 20%. You can also change your charging setting from emergency to always. When set to always, your phone will instantly charge off the grip no matter your phone's battery level until the grip is flat. I'm going to change this back to emergency. Next, let's configure our quick launch action, which is the action your grip will perform when you hold the shutter button down. By default, it's set to open camera. This means if you press and hold the shutter button, the camera app will open. Even if you lock your phone and press and hold the shutter button, the camera app will auto launch, which is great when you need to quickly open the camera. The second option we get is take photo. With this selected, not only will holding the shutter button open the camera app, but it will also take a photo automatically for you. Perfect if you're worried about missing a critical shot. I'll set this back to open camera. Next, let's configure the grip's buttons by tapping on Setup Grip button. Here we can fully customize how each of our grip's 4 buttons, the shutter button, the zoom lever, the custom dial, and the video button, and define how they behave in the Xiaomi camera app. First, let's look at the grip's button defaults in action. I'll launch the camera app and make sure I'm in the standard photo mode. A single press of the shutter button will take a single photo. A half press will trigger the autofocus, and we can then follow through to take a photo with a full press. The video button will switch to video mode and initiate a recording. Once in video mode, the shutter button will continue to start and stop video recordings. We have to manually switch back to photo mode. The zoom lever will let us zoom through the entire range when held down and switch between discrete lenses when pressed once. And the custom dial will adjust our exposure value, affecting a negative or positive exposure offset. But depending on your needs, this might be suboptimal, and you can fully customize the buttons to suit your workflow. And we don't have to close the camera app and open settings to do this either. Just swipe down in the viewfinder to reveal your camera options and choose the settings here. With our grip attached, the first option is grip, and here we can customize our 4 buttons. For the shutter button, there are only 2 options: single photo or burst. If we select burst and return to the camera, a half press on the shutter will still initiate focus, but when we hold the shutter, we take burst photos for as long as we hold the shutter button down. Let's swipe down and tap Settings. I'll change the shutter button back to single photo. Next, let's tap on Zoom lever. I prefer to set this to switch focal length. This way, no digital zoom is applied at all. If I return to the camera app, pressing and holding the zoom lever is ignored and single presses will cycle through lenses. This means I get maximum quality as there is no risk of accidentally introducing digital zoom, which can be applied in post if required. I simply get the full native resolution from each lens. If you do need digital zoom, you can always pinch in the viewfinder to access it, but now your grip is locked to changing focal length only. Swipe down again and tap Settings. Next, tap on Customize Dial and here you get the most options available. We've already looked at the default EV exposure value adjustment, but you can choose shutter speed, ISO or white balance, focus, bokeh, and my personal favorite is filters. With this map to filters, if I return to the camera, now the custom dial will let me effortlessly cycle through all filters. But be aware that your current camera mode needs to support the custom dial action for it to work. To give you an example, if we jump back into settings and set this to bokeh, then return to the camera, when I adjust the custom dial, nothing happens. That's because bokeh isn't a feature of the photo mode. For the custom dial to work, we need to enter portrait mode. Now when I turn the dial, you can see that the aperture value changes. So if an action doesn't appear to be working, just make sure you're in a mode that supports that particular action. Let's swipe back over to photo mode, swipe down and open settings, and I'll change the custom dial back to filters. Then the last button we can customize is the video button, which by default I find fairly useless, to be honest. Most of these options apply to the Pro mode only, but what I find to be the most useful for regular photo mode here is shutter function. If we return to the camera, pressing the record button in photo mode actually toggles how the shutter button behaves, allowing us to cycle between taking a single photo and a burst photo sequence. So this means we can still access burst mode if needed really quickly, just by pressing the video button and revert to single photo mode quickly with another press without having to reprogram our shutter button under settings. So now I have my grip configured perfectly. I can quickly toggle my shutter mode via the video button, cycle through the Leica filters with the custom dial, and change my focal length with the zoom lever without accidentally applying digital zoom for a really streamlined tactile capture experience. Of course, these are just the best settings for me, and now you know how to customize your grips buttons to deliver the very best settings for you. So let me know what your favorite configurations are in the comments below. If this video helped, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for mobile filmmaking tips, tricks, and tutorials for iPhone and Android, and let me know if you have any questions or thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.